My father in his youth arrived from the country with no particular career planned in front of him, but set himself up by going through the accounting world, achieving his chartered accountancy. He joined JB Ware, a broking firm, to start research, and then post the war joined Ian Potter, who was started a brand new broking firm, and made his career from there on. And when he retired, which was actually at 90 years of age, he decided that he would like to contribute back to the community and put most of his accumulation into the Miller Foundation, which started in 1974. At the time he was still working, the Burnet Institute was formed, and Laurie Cox, who was a senior partner at Potter's, was at first chairman, and I think he tapped my father on the shoulder and made his first contribution out of the foundation to the Murdoch, and we've been there ever since. But subsequently we've got involved with the Burnet, Baker, more recently the Doherty, and to that end I personally like to be involved there because it's the future for our health, and in so doing I'd like to encourage some of the youngsters who are doing their PhD, because you never know what might come out of their minds later on as they develop their collaboration overseas and the like.
Well, when I married Andrew, the Miller Foundation was already established, and we lost a child when he was 10 with a very rare form of cancer. Whether that encouraged us to be involved in medical research, it was a very, very rare form of cancer, and I think there'd been 12 cases in the world. So Noel actually was very keen to get involved in cancer research, and I also had a sister who won a Nobel Prize for breaking the molecular structure of insulin at Oxford University, and so we've always been fairly passionate about medical research. You know, there's huge needs in things like domestic violence and child abuse and all that sort of thing, and so I think we are trying to broaden the base a bit other than just medical research or research generally. Burnet does seem to get onto things fairly quickly and start research and look for answers.
It's the work in Papua New Guinea, and more recently, of course, we've been hearing Brendan talking about COVID, and that's always been interesting to us that the Institute has been working there. And now more recently, of course, you've got COVID rampant in PNG, so Bernard's got quite a task up there to assist them up there. You can leave a clause in your will to provide charitable expense, but it's much better, much more rewarding to do it while you're alive, and you can see the benefit as you are alive, and the research and the outcomes are achieving. So I would recommend that those that can afford it could put aside something, a part of their accumulation, to support research, medical research, or people in need, the environment, or whatever. So I think there's quite a satisfaction coming out of that, if I can say so. Yeah.